The school nurse called and told me to sit down before she spoke. I thought my son had broken an arm, but when I arrived, I found out he had broken something much bigger: the entire school's economy. I was in the middle of a work meeting when my phone vibrated off the table. The caller ID said Westwood Middle School. My heart stopped. Usually that means a fever or a scraped knee, but when I answered, the voice on the other end wasn't the nurse. It was the principal, and she sounded terrified. "Mrs. Reed, you need to come to my office right now." I didn't ask questions. I ran to my car, my mind racing through every worst-case scenario. Did he get into a fight? Did he get hurt? When I burst into the office, I expected to see my son, Leo, in tears. Instead, I saw him sitting in a leather chair, sipping a juice box like he owned the building. And across from him, 3 8th graders looking absolutely miserable. The principal looked at me and sighed. "Mrs. Reed, your son has been running an unauthorized business in the locker room." I blinked. "A business? Like candy?" She shook her head. "No, Leo has been charging students $5 a head to consult on their homework." I looked at Leo. He didn't look guilty. He looked professional, but that wasn't even the crazy part. The principal leaned in. "He wasn't just helping them, Mrs. Reed. He had organized a full-scale strike of the cafeteria monitors." I felt my jaw drop. A strike? Apparently, Leo had convinced the entire 6th grade that the new healthy lunch menu was a violation of their rights. He had drafted a petition, organized a sit-in, and somehow he'd negotiated a deal with the local pizza shop to deliver 40 pies to the back fence at noon. I looked at my 12-year-old son. "Leo, why?" He looked me dead in the eye and said, "The mashed potatoes were gray, Mom. Someone had to take a stand." I tried to stay mad, I really did. I started the "you're grounded" speech in the car, but then my phone buzzed. It was a text from one of the other moms. I thought she was going to scream at me because her kid got detention. Instead, she sent a photo. It was a picture of the school cafeteria, and for the first time in years, the kids were actually smiling. The text said, "Tell Leo thanks. My son finally ate a real meal today. We're sending over a thank you gift." I looked at Leo in the rearview mirror. He was already drafting a contract for his next project. I realized then, my son wasn't a troublemaker. He was a revolutionary. Most parents worry about their kids failing history. I'm worried mine is going to write it before he hits high school. What's the most illegal thing your kid has done at school? Tell me in the comments.